welcome to this vlog, or welcome back if you've seen my last video. For some context, if you're new, so my name is Iman. I am currently traveling in South Korea, and I will also be traveling in Japan in a few days. And so basically right now I'm a bit in a mentally difficult place, I want to say. I'm questioning a lot of things in my life, and so I basically almost put all my holidays this year to be able to travel and know more about myself, but also about what I want. If you're also in that phase, welcome to this video. We are in Gwangju today. First room tour. We are at Pedro's house, so don't mind my stuff is already in the house. But so basically this is a room, so you have the bed, then you have like this little sofa, and like it's so nice. I personally really like the vibe is really nice. Then you have here, you have the bathroom, you have the shower at the same time as the sink as usual. But so yeah, the temple stay, how was it? I personally really liked it. I went to the Baeyangsa temple and I did the food, I think they call it food and culture program, I'm not sure. How a temple stay is usually happening, so it's more or less than 24 hours. You should arrive between 2 to 3 p.m. Personally, I was so stressed because I arrived at 3:10 and the temple tour was starting at 3:30. The train that was supposed to arrive earlier was already full when I wanted to book it. I was really caught off guard, so I had to take the one after, which got me really just short on time. Luckily, like, the temple could help. They already had booked me a taxi in advance, so when I arrived at the station, the taxi was already waiting for me. We went in and then we drove directly to the temple, so that was so practical. So you get there, they give you like what you're gonna sleep with, and also they call it like the temple uniform. It's like a 2 sets. You have pants and then it's like kind of a vest that you put on. So obviously if you do a temple stay, you have to plan something to put underneath, especially like at night it can get quite cold. Personally, I had like those heat tech shirts. In the case of the Baeyangsa temple, you cannot choose whether you have like an individual room or a collective room. Like for instance, I'm gonna do another temple stay in a few days, and there I specifically booked for a single room. You pay extra for it, but just because I didn't want to bother anyone. Here you don't choose, so you're by default with other people. So in my case, we were 5 women in the same room. Yeah, I sort of found that it was a bit tight, but it was still okay. Honestly, it's just one night, so you don't care. So basically, you put your uniforms, you leave your stuff, and then you do the temple tour. During that time, she really explains the different things that you can see in the temple. So it can be, it's really good if you want to know more about how a temple is actually organized and what are, I want to say, the customs, or like what you're supposed to not do, for instance. So yes, so you do the temple tour, and then after we did, I don't know if we ate, then did the 100 prosternation, or it was the switch, but it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, wait, something I forgot as well. We rang the bell, so you will probably see in the temples, I actually never noticed until now, but basically you have a place where you have different bells. You have a huge bell underneath, then you have another floor with 3 different bells, and so basically each bell is related to a certain world. That was nice because when they rang the one underneath, we could all participate, so each of us rang the bell twice with the monk who was doing that, so that was kind of nice. And after that we did the 108 prosternation. So basically you have this they put this video, and basically where they explain why you're doing the prosternation. Like each prosternation is dedicated to certain things, and then basically you would prostrate and then you would put a bead in the, I explained this so badly, I'm so sorry, but basically at the end the goal is that with each prosternation you're making in the end a necklace. Actually I have it somewhere, wait, I'm gonna show you. So there it is. I made it over the course of an hour. So basically you prostrate and then you have this thing, and then you put a bead and then you let it, then you get up. Then they say while you're prostrating, then you prostrate, then you put a 1 bead, and then you get up. And basically it takes you like about an hour. So that's the end result. I think they pray with it after. I think that's that's pretty interesting. I think that was really like something that I'm so happy I did it, because even though I'm not Buddhist, I think there's a lot from Buddhism that anyone from any religion or actually atheist could learn. It's really like the goal of inner peace and peace between beings. I won't lie, it was the perfect timing for me. There were many learnings that she said that I think will be very helpful for me. But so to get back to the schedule, so we did that, and then it was the end of the day, so we ended, let's say, as from 9. And the thing is, you are going to sleep at 9 because you have to wake up at 4 to have the morning ceremony. You start your day with the morning ceremony in the Buddha hall, and so that was a bit, obviously, because you have all the monks there, no one is there to explain to you what's happening, and I get it, you know, because in the end you're just a guest, but I did see everyone was a bit lost. We didn't really know what to do and what we were doing, like what it significates. I think what was interesting is really like afterwards we had 20 minutes of meditation, and it really teach me I really need to learn meditation. I really need to learn meditation. It's actually a skill to be able to empty your mind and have quiet in your mind, because my head went in all kinds of directions. But I think that the more you practice, the more it can help with inner peace. But so basically you have that, then you have a break, and then we had breakfast, and then after you give back your bedding. So you give the beddings, but you keep the uniform because you're supposed to still wear it for the activity. There was a few mix-ups regarding the programs, because long story short, the food activity was supposed to be 4 to 5 hours apparently, and we only did 1 hour. But to be honest, I don't think we suffered from it too much. We did see the monk cook, and she explained a lot of things. It was very fascinating. The activity is with her. I don't know if you can. Actually, I will also put the picture I took with her, because I took photo with her. Actually the activity is with Gwangju. So basically she's a monk who's actually staying in that temple. So if you watched A Chef's Table, there's an episode actually dedicated to her, because her food is actually widely known. I think it's super cool that we get to book a stay and have actually a culinary class with her, especially that given the price. For me, I thought the price was gonna be insane. It's actually regular temple price, so you can see really like that people are honest. So yeah, you get there and she's explaining a bit like the relationship between monks and Buddhism with food. She's explaining how she's basically doing everything from scratch, which was so fascinating. She was really showing how you should make use of the seasons and local products. You should be intentional with your food. They are really against food waste. You could really feel like the intention she has with her food. I think that for me was so inspiring. And then she was so sweet. And also everyone in that temple was so sweet. Honestly, I can only recommend. So if you're in South Korea, I really recommend that you do a temple stay, and especially this one. Just a disclaimer is that since Dongkwan is quite known, you do need to book that in advance. So personally, I booked it, I think it was 3 months ago, and you always have to check the website because they open the dates like 1 month at a time. And so she only does the food program from Saturday to Sunday. So this basically you have 1 date per week, and sometimes you have even less, because if she's traveling let's say from one place, then they won't have the program on that weekend. So it is important to look at it in advance. Like for instance, when I booked it 3 months in advance, actually this weekend was the only one that was available already. And I think they had opened the slots like a few days before, because a few days before when I checked, they were not open yet. So you should always check the temple stay website. In a few days, I'm going to Haeinsa to also do the temple stay there. So let's see how this one turns out as well. But so yeah, now we're in Gwangju. Because I had to wake up so early, I think I'm gonna chill a little bit, and then I'm gonna get out and explore. I did see they have a lot of flowers outside, and yeah, because basically tomorrow I think I will spend the whole day visiting with you guys. So let's see. you.